How old were you when someone sat you down and actually explained money to you? Not tips, not a budgeting app, the real roadmap, what your money should be doing at 25, at 35, at 45. Because here is what nobody talks about. Every decade you spend without that map costs you something you cannot get back. There are 5 financial stages in your life, and right now, you are in one of them. The question is not whether these stages exist. The question is whether you know what yours is asking of you right now. By the time this ends, you will know exactly where you are and exactly what to do next. So let the story start where it actually begins. Your 20s, everything is moving fast. First income, first real bill, first moment of feeling. Like you are finally in control of your own life. And the message you absorbed from everyone around you was this: enjoy it. You have time. That message is the most expensive thing you were ever told, because your 20s are not a practice round. They are the foundation, not for wealth yet, for something more powerful than wealth. Every decision you make with money right now is writing a pattern into your behavior. How you respond when income arrives, how you respond to the temptation to spend it, how you respond to a number that feels too small to do anything meaningful with yet. Those responses do not reset when you get older, they compound. And when you build awareness in your 20s, you do not have to rebuild from scratch in your 40s. Now you are in your 30s. And something has shifted. Life got louder, income is higher, but so is everything else. Rent, responsibilities, the expectations you carry for yourself and for everyone around you. And here is the part that catches you off guard. The habits you built in your 20s are now running your financial life in your 30s. If those habits were solid, you feel it now. Things start to stabilize. You are building something and it does not feel chaotic anymore. But if those habits had gaps, you feel that too, and the gap feels bigger than it did at 24. Hear this clearly. This is not a judgment. It is a map. Because the moment you see the pattern, you can change it. And your 30s are still early enough to change everything. Now something important starts happening. Somewhere in your 30s, moving into your 40s, a question forms that you cannot ignore anymore. Not, how do I earn more? But, why does earning more not feel like enough? That question is not a problem. That question is growth. It means you have moved past the first level. You have earned. You have kept some of it. And now something inside you is asking for the next thing. This is when investing stops being optional. Not because someone told you to, because you can feel the cost of not doing it. And that feeling is not anxiety. That feeling is direction showing up. Your 40s are the most honest decade of your financial life, because by now the patterns are not theoretical. They are visible, and 2 paths show up clearly here. One path feels comfortable but dependent. The income is there, but so is the need for it to keep arriving. Stop working and everything stops with it. The other path feels different, quieter, less urgent, because systems are running in the background that do not depend on your daily effort to survive. The difference between these 2 paths is not intelligence. It is not luck. It is the decisions made in the chapters before this one. And here is what matters most right now. You are still in this chapter long enough to shift. The path is not closed. It is still right in front of you. Now your 50s arrive, and this is the decade where compounding stops being a concept you have heard about and becomes something you can actually see happening. Everything you put into motion earlier is now either working for you or it has quietly stopped. There is no middle outcome in this decade. The money you invested in your 30s has had 20 years to grow. The emergency fund you built in your 40s has survived real emergencies. The protection you put in place is holding things stable without you having to think about it every day. And if those things are not in place yet, your 50s are not too late, but they ask more of you. More urgency, more intentionality, less room for, I will start properly next month. Now picture your 60s not as something far away and abstract, as a place you are already walking toward right now. Your 60s are where money becomes the simplest it has ever been. Not because it is easy, because your complexity is finished. Your decisions have been made. Your systems are either running or they are not. And your outcome is one of 2 things: your freedom or your dependency, your peace or your pressure. The emotional difference between those 2 words is not a number in your bank account. It is whether you wake up in the morning and your first thought is, what do I want to do today? Or, how do I make this month work? That gap is built in your life right now, not in your 60s, right now. Now step back. See the whole map, the one nobody gave you. Your 20s, you are building your financial personality. Your 30s, those habits are already compounding in real life. Your 40s, your direction becomes visible and real. Your 50s, the results arrive whether you are ready or not. Your 60s, your peace or your pressure. The only two outcomes, that is your entire financial life, laid out simply, and you are somewhere on that line right now. Not later, right now. Notice something right now. You just saw your financial life whole. You have probably lived inside one chapter at a time without ever seeing how the chapters connect. You just saw the connection, which means you can make a decision that most people never get to make. A decision based on the whole map, not just the chapter you are standing in. You have the map now. You do not wander, you build. So before you move on with your day, sit with one question. Which chapter are you in right now, and what is that chapter asking of you? Not next year, right now, because your future is not a destination. It is the sum of what you repeat today. And if this finally showed you where you are and where you are going, share it with a woman who needs to see her map too. Because the sooner she sees it, the more time she has to build on it.